Well, I first started crafting. My grandmother has always been a knitter, embroidery, sewing. My mom has always embroidered since I was a little kid. But I finally decided, I always wanted to learn new skills and really started learning how to knit in college. Someone there, his mom actually had taught him how to knit. And so he had a class and he taught people these really unconventional ways of knitting. And I learned a basic style, which I found out later was an unusual way of knitting. And I had been hearing a lot about knit graffiti, which a lot of people do in a lot of cities around the United States and in Sweden and some other places in the world where people will knit something and then they'll sew it up in a cozy around maybe a lamppost or a fire hydrant or a stop sign or something like that. So I had an old sleeve from a sweater that I wasn't going to ever finish the sweater. It was bright pink. I was never going to wear it. And so today I finally decided it would be the perfect thing to sew up around a sign. So today I went somewhere downtown to a kind of abandoned area that looked like didn't really have a lot of love going for it. There's a lot of trash around. I went over there and I started sewing up this sleeve, this old sweater sleeve that I was never going to make into a sweater. And I just took thread and a needle and I sewed it right up like you would a skirt. And these people were kind of staring at me like I was doing something crazy. But now it's bright pink. I know it's going to be there forever. Or at least for a little while. Kind of looks like somebody's been in that area, cared about the area, and noticed it was there. It's just something really different. It's different than regular tagging, which is what I like about it. I mean, I do have some issues with it, like, I always like knitting to be functional, but at the same time, people do tag, and it is a part of the urban experience, so it's just kind of a way of really giving a different spin on the urban experience, kind of taking it into the modern age. And how can we marry crafting and the urban experience, and like what does it mean at this point in time? And that's really what knit graffiti means to me. It's not just knitting a sweater, it's not just knitting a tea cozy. It can be graffiti, it can be anything, it can be a bike cozy. So it's mainly that it's just something really different, something that nobody has ever seen before.